Welcome back to another episode of the Whatever Buddy podcast. Not just another episode, it's episode 75, 3/4 of the way to 100. Oh my God! Exclamation point. With that being said, on today's episode, Johnny's late. What else is new? Johnny gets fired for eating beef barley. What else is new? Ryan is angry about Johnny being late. What else is new? So sit back, have yourself a nice big cup of Java Joe, and enjoy the show. So with no further ado, Ryan and Johnny. Welcome.
My man.
Harris is annoyed, and rightfully so. Johnny was late again.
Am I wasting my time? Am I wasting my time?
Are you wasting your time? I don't know, are you?
I fear I am.
What's going on with Zoom? How come I have two pictures of you? It's crazy. I got you.
Don't worry about it.
And then I got the two. Well, I'm just curious. I want to get back to the way I'm used to seeing you. And this is not the way I'm used to seeing you. Good morning.
It's like
afternoon.
It's like what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's what we're doing here, buddy.
Well, let's start by saying hello to the people. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi,
Episode 75. Would it start any other way other than Ryan being annoyed with me that I was late? And he should be annoyed because yesterday I said to Ryan, he said, let's do 3 o'clock.
The same thing.
I said 1 o'clock. And he goes, well, I gotta do other stuff. I said, okay, I'll compromise. I'll do 2 o'clock. And then I stayed up all night.
Compromise.
And then before I went to bed, I wrote him an email or a text that said, make it 3 o'clock again. And then he woke me up at 3:30.
Buddy, can you see how unbelievably inconsiderate of other people's time that is?
Listen, let me ask you one thing.
I don't even like this energy that I have right now is annoying myself.
Let me
because I let it affect me. Go ahead.
Well, because I think it's ridiculous. Because in reality, you know what's going on. You'd be like, he overslept. So while he's sleeping, instead of sitting here brewing about it, how about I be productive and do some of the shit that I had to do that this fucking asshole was fucking my day up with? Then what are you bitching about? You got work done. See, I did you a favor, man. I did you a favor.
The compromiser. Johnny the compromiser. What was it? Okay, so let's tell this whole story. I asked you yesterday, you can walk away, I'll tell this story. I asked you yesterday what time you want to do today. You say, I don't know, what are you thinking? So I suggest 3 o'clock. You come back with, can we do a little bit earlier? And I say, I could do 1:30. That's cool. And you go, I'll compromise. We'll do 2. Okay, cool. Johnny the compromiser. That's a plan. We're on for 2. And then what was it at 5:22 a.m. the text that I got that said, let's go back to 3.
It's because I realized I was about to go to sleep and it was going to be late. And I didn't have to go to sleep until 8.
Why?
I just was up.
Do you see how extremely, non-functional that is?
Yeah, you know what, though? My schedule's been so effing busy.
The compromiser.
No, my schedule's been so effing busy, man. I take my free time when the rest of the world's sleeping to enjoy myself, you know?
I do that too, but not until 8 in the morning, bro.
Yeah, but see, I couldn't start it. Like, I didn't get home to my house till 1 a.m., you know? So,
okay.
You know, there's that.
You need your 7 hours of downtime.
Well, dude, you know what? You want to fucking talk about something else is
I can't even get mad, dude. I can't even get mad. It's like feeding a dog.
What is there to get mad about? I mean, there's nothing to get mad about.
And then getting pissed it asks you to go take a shit.
Dude, that's what got fucked up by me being late is I had to take a shit this morning. I didn't even take my phone with me into the shitter because I was like, well, if I don't take my phone, that will cut down the amount of time. And the risk factor of just sitting there giving myself a hemorrhoid while I'm just reading the news fucking section of my phone.
It's a lot.
You know,
it's a lot
right but it's a lot. But I was rushed there in that department, so I kind of feel like I might have left the house without really satisfying my bunghole.
I'll leave that there.
But what's even grosser is You know that feeling of the day after of you feel hungover, and like you just have like that sweaty feeling.
So you were up drinking till 8 a.m. and then I woke you up at 3:30.
No, I wasn't drinking the whole time. At 8 a.m., I actually walked to the grocery store because I had a sweet tooth. Dude, listen to this. You wonder why I have the shit this morning. I had a sweet tooth. I went and I'm sweat tooth, and I figured I'd buy a bunch of stuff just to have it around so I don't have to go and do this again. So I buy a box of Whoppers. Anybody doesn't those chocolate covered malt bars? Chocolate covered malt bars.
Yeah, I used to get those at the movies when I was
Big fan.
12.
I got all these were all movie
12.
box candies. These were all movie box candies. I got a Whoppers, a regular M&Ms, and a Reese's Pieces, and a pint of coffee, Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. So by the time it was all said and done, I ate all the Whoppers, all the M&Ms, all the Reese's Pieces, and half of the fucking Haagen-Dazs.
Well, welcome to diabetes now. That's cool. Welcome to diabetes now.
They call me Johnny Diabetes now.
You got the diabetes.
The beatus of the dia kind. Did we say hello to the people, or did you say hello?
Sure did. We sure did. So, you didn't want food in the morning like that?
Oh, I'd already eaten my food. I brought food home with me. I ate it. I was still hungry.
Okay. At 8 a.m. when you go to bed, it doesn't strike any kind of chord to you that you have something to do in a couple hours?
I set my alarm for 1:30.
And how'd that work out for you?
Well, when you called me, I guess I kept hitting snooze because I was really confused because I thought because my phone was snoozing that it was around 1:30. And then when you called me and I looked at the clock and it said 3 something, I was like, how did that happen? I thought it was 1:30.
You didn't hit snooze when I called. You hit accept call.
Well, yeah. I know, but the snooze was still going. While I picked up the phone with you, the snooze started snoozing while on the snooze.
I'm going to ask you as a friend, moving forward.
Yeah.
Moving forward. I'm not mad. I promise I'm not mad. And laughing about it helps me even more. But moving forward, would you respect me as a human being with my time a little bit more? Just a little bit more. I'm not asking you to be on time every day. We do this every other week. An hour and a half every 2 weeks.
Can I,
dickhead?
Can I say that I feel like I already do respect your time? Do you want to know how?
Oh my! Name. Oh, slamming my water on the table. Name one example that comes to your mind on how you respect my time.
Because you're always the one.
One example.
You're the one who always calls the time that we're doing it.
And you asked if I could do it earlier yesterday, and I said sure.
And who compromised and took it closer to your time?
Oh,
and took it closer to your time.
Such a big grand effort.
It's always, hey, Ryan,
what
time do you want to do it at, Ryan? It's always, you got to do it at this time. I got stuff to do. I'm like, all right.
Well, then you suggest the time from now on, my man.
I like
and
early.
Then we'll stick to your time.
I'm an early guy. We should have done it at 10 a.m. this morning. I would have been fine.
You'd have been jacked on milk duds.
Oh, God, dude. That would explain. I was on the shitter this afternoon, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And now I remember.
Say this morning.
Well, it was my morning, technically. I mean, who's to say when morning starts and ends? It's like breakfast.
I'm not.
Why can't breakfast be dinner, right?
I'm not judging you on odd hours. I have odd hours sometimes myself, but jeez, bro. Jeez.
Let me tell you, I got in my email on, I guess it must have been Tuesday, the reference tracks for the mastering, because we had the album mastered once, and then we had to send it back, and our producer changed the choices of mixes that we were going to use for the actual mastering.
So do you have the finished product now?
I know that Mike today, he went and he gave Ryan, the guy mastering it, he has your name, he gave him the thumbs up and that it's 100% and go ahead and finish the other songs. He did 2 songs as examples because we had gotten the first album mastered. We got it mastered, and then we went back with changes. And
very cool.
Now he sent two examples, and they sounded fucking awesome. And so by time this thing is airing, I will definitely have that album in my hands.
It's exciting.
Yep. Very exciting. It sounds fucking sick, dude. Fucking sick.
But you dangle that carrot. It's not like you're gonna play it for anyone yet, right? Like you got to kind of keep that close to your chest for a minute. I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I'll play it for you. No way. No. There's business stuff.
No way.
There's business stuff that has to get sorted out.
No.
I'll definitely play it for you next time I see you.
Yeah, when'll that be? We be on time? Let's go for a walk.
I don't know if you ever. Yeah, well, yeah, I want to do the walk. Yeah, my schedule's opening up a little bit more. I gotta admit, I'm looking at myself in my camera over here, and this pink shirt comes across good in the camera.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. How you doing? What's shaking? What's new? Besides being mad at me. Not even mad at me. Disgusting.
I'm mad at you. Just no. What's the expected? Expected. Par for the course. Jonny, par for the course.
Why say anything then?
Not another word.
So last night I walk into the a 7-Eleven, and it was more than you look like Howard Stern. The dude really thought I was Howard Stern. He goes,
well, he's an idiot then.
He goes, Howard. I'm like, huh? He goes, Howard Stern? Oh, man, you look just like Howard Stern. He truly thought he was saying hi to Howard Stern. And I was thinking to myself, he was being dead serious. Dead serious. And I was thinking to myself,
you don't look that much like him. Also,
I don't look anything. That's what I was going to say. How educated are you to look at a man who's 5'10", who kind of looks like Howard Stern, kind of looks like Robert Plant, but really just looks like Jonny You, okay? How do you mistaken that for a 6'5" man with long, black, curly hair? I don't even have black fucking hair. Who lives in New York City? I mean, he could have been in El Monte or wherever the fuck I was. Who knows? But, why? I don't know.
That's why were you in El Monte?
I was driving back from my place. I stopped at a 7-Eleven so I could get coffee to shit my pants while I was driving home. A little bit too much information.
What percentage of your diet consists of going to the grocery store and cooking?
I do that every day.
Versus going to 7-Eleven.
I do that every day too.
Buying movie candy.
Well, I did that at the Ralph's. It's bad when Ralph's closes at 1 a.m. and I'm still up for their opening the next day. My diet, cooking at home, I cook at home all the time. The question is, am I cooking things that are good for me? Probably not.
What's your go-to?
My go-to.
I have a handful of go-to meals. What's your go-to?
I buy these Stonefire pizza crust that are really fucking good, and I make my own no cheese with extra oregano, tons of oregano, crushed red pepper.
I like oregano.
Grilled chicken. Bro. Well, oregano is really good for you. It's a great antioxidant.
For all them milk duds.
But yeah, I got to make up for that as I'm clenching my butthole as I'm talking right now. And I'm about to milk dud it out the ass.
It's okay. I eat tons of oregano.
Tons of oregano with grilled chicken and pepperoni and no cheese for those who have not figured out by the amount of times I used to talk about I don't eat cheese. There was no cheese on my pizza. With a can of chicken. It wasn't tortilla soup. It was I don't know, but it had rice and it's southwestern chicken, and it was good.
Like the wild, right? That stuff's good, dude. Do you get the Progressos?
Yeah.
The Progresso.
Yeah, exactly. Progresso's that's my go-to.
No sponsorship here, but Progresso, hit us up.
You know what the funny thing is? When I was walking to the grocery store to get the candy, I was hungry and I was thinking I'll get some soup. I'll get a microwavable Southwest chicken chili. Campbell's microwavable, so I don't have to clean anything. By the time I got there, I thought to myself, I'm like, well, if I get the chili, I won't eat the ice cream. So how would I just get the ice cream, Whoppers, M&Ms, and Reese's Pieces and eat all of that, except for a half of the pint of ice cream? Yep.
Did that make you feel sick?
Well, you're wondering why I'm running its place right now. I'm just trying to get my exercise in.
Yeah.
Burn off
peak
those
performance. Peak performance.
Burning off those. You like my green diarrhea green looking pants?
Oh, your shoes match your shirt, dude. I can appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Go to the YouTube. Look at that. Pink and black. Emo Jonny.
I didn't plan that either. No, hey, NAMS this week. Are you going?
I am not. So what is it? It's just in April now. Huh? Is it?
I don't know if that's a permanent thing or if that was just this year. I think they're still recovering from the pandemic situation.
Yeah. Are you going to it? For those of you that are wondering, it's what's it stand for? NAMM. It's like a big music conference.
What does it stand for? We should probably look that up. I'll look it up. National Association of Music Merchants. So basically, it's where you go, like you go and you see all the new gear coming out. It's like going to like a car show, but for music. It's definitely a place that if you live in LA and you're a musician, it's a good place to be. If you're a musician looking for endorsements and stuff, that's a great place to go and try to make that happen.
Make sure you eat before you go. Last time I was there, they didn't have any food.
Did you go during COVID?
Well, it was 2020, but it was, I guess, it was in
before
January.
COVID. I was with you. Didn't
Yeah.
I go with you? I went with you, Felipe, and Zach or something.
Well, I mean, I know I was there, and shout out Domino was there. Our friend Domino was there. Was with.
I was talking about Domino yesterday.
Yeah.
I met a lady from Turku. We played Turku, didn't we?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought she said Porville.
That's where my pedal
I'm
board
like, you're
caught
from
on fire.
Porville? You're from Porville? Oh my God. Do you know Domino? She's like, no. I'm like, you said Porville. She said no. She's like, I went Turku. I'm like, oh. I played there too.
I played there too. Turku is where my pedal board caught on fire. I plugged it into the wall and watched the flame go down the thing to my pedal board. It's like, oh shit.
Was that,
unplugged it real
the
quick.
place we played outside and it was kind of cold?
Porvu was outside. It was kind of cold.
No, we played Porvu outside, but then we played at another place where there was a stage outside and there was an indoor section, but we played outside.
Oh, that was good. I got a T-shirt from there. And
and it was round. This logo was like round, and it had rock in it. I want to say it had rock in the title. I don't know.
I still have the T-shirt. I should go get the T-shirt to answer your question.
Do it. While you do that, I'll talk about my T-shirt. So what I'm wearing today is a Mercury Riots neon pink T-shirt. I think I've worn this before recently because I don't wash my clothes very often. And it looks good with the light. I'm looking at myself in the camera here, and looks good with my, I got the green pants on and the matching pink shoes. I figured when Ryan Harris walks away, what I should do is talk about my wardrobe because he's going to get a shirt that's a wardrobe item. Well, it's because, hey, am I in the fashion world? Yeah, that's it. That's the shirt.
Rock Bar in Kovala.
So that was the one outside. So what was the place in Turku? We played Turku for sure.
It was indoors. I don't know. And also, not to be totally random, but one of my favorite Finland stories involves Porvu because I forget where we were, but we played Porvu. And then the next night, we were somewhere else. Call it Turku, even though it wasn't. And someone was like, "Where'd you play last night?" And I said, "Porvu." And they look at me like, never heard of it. I'm like, Porvu. Funny. I think I was a Porvo, Porvu, I think.
It's Porvoo.
Yeah, never heard of it. And our friend Domino was there, and I was like, Domino, where'd we play last night? Thinking I clearly had it wrong. He goes, "Oh, Porvu." And the lady goes, "Oh, Porvu." I went, "That's exactly what I just said."
So you said I played in Porvu, and she's like, "Don't know it." And he goes, "Oh, played in Porvu." Yeah. Maybe it was the way you said "vu."
Yeah, well, clearly I didn't say it in a way that she understood me, but it was like,
That's funny. Well, today is episode 75, and I guess what I could do is comment on the fact that I can't believe we made it to 75.
I can't believe it either, given the fact that I had to wake you up. And I'm going back there after I promised that I wouldn't.
I don't know the relevance of how that is to do with anything episode 75, except you had to wake me to get to episode 75. But that's fair.
I just thought you'd be more excited.
I was so excited that I couldn't sleep last night. I stayed up drinking.
Let's send a good message out to the kids. Don't do that.
I I can't help that I was up all night reading my math book.
Yo, did you see Power Trip, I think it's called, festival that's going to be in October in India?
Dude, that thing's fun. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be away.
Crazy. It's going to be so cool.
Felipe sent me something about, like, I think when he sent it to me, he's like, hey, like, get us on this. And I would have made
it's
an effort.
Guns N' Roses
to do
and
that
Iron Maiden.
the first
It's
night.
AC/DC. And I originally saw that it was AC/DC and Kiss, but then yesterday I was looking it up just out of curiosity because I kind of wanted
Kiss
to talk
backed
about
out?
it. I don't know if they backed out or what, but now it's billed as AC/DC and Ozzy Osbourne. So
It's
I
like
guess
definitely,
Ozzy's.
definitely could be Ozzy's last show ever.
Well, he just announced he was retiring like what, a month ago or something like that. So maybe
Yeah,
he's
that he can't play
doing
anymore.
one more, and it's that one, which is cool. And then Metallica and Tool.
Well, you know what? I actually, it's wild. Actually, dude, I don't like Tool. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It is like some overrated shit to me.
Love Tool. No, dude.
I don't. It's too. It's
I will
too
agree.
depressing.
I will agree that
depressing.
of those bands, that's the mismatch.
How much is the guaranteed payout to this? You know what I mean?
Dude, can you imagine putting a festival
Maiden,
together? You're paying
Metallica, Maiden, Guns N' Roses. Who else was it?
AC/DC,
AC/DC.
and Ozzy Osbourne.
Who gets the paid? Who gets paid the most?
Dude, bro. Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica,
Iron Maiden and AC/DC
Iron
get the most
Maiden.
out of those two.
and AC/DC. You think?
I think it was Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Metallica.
You think Metallica makes more than Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, I do. I
And
don't
Ozzy.
know.
You're putting Ozzy in 5th place there?
I mean, do you think Ozzy makes more money than Iron Maiden?
I think he has a manager that has the ability to get him.
Doesn't matter.
Money
But it's about the people. Like Maiden's still out there selling out stadiums like every night. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
saying that Ozzy ain't going to sell out every night, but I'll tell you what. I'd venture to say
at this,
that
though.
Ozzy's venues versus Iron Maiden's venues are bigger. I would venture to guess.
Look at this. So
Do you think they're gonna add any more bands to that? Or is it just
have
going to
like
be that?
just those 6? No, they probably they have to add a whole lineup to it.
But do
I
they?
would guess.
Do they? I mean, think about it. If they did not add another band, do you not think that thing would just sell out anyway?
It would probably be the same turnout, right? $599 plus fees for a ticket. 3-day general admission starts at
$700.
tickets for 3-day general admission start at $599 plus fees.
How much do you think fees are?
Well, where did you get $700? You just said $700?
That's what my guess was, just $100 in fees.
Probably, yeah.
Is there a way to find out?
Those fees
Does it say
are
anywhere in there about
ridiculous.
adding more bands to it?
Let's see here. Don't miss your chance to be part of Power Trip's rockin' lineup and unparalleled location for heavy music. It is cool. It's in India where Coachella is.
And it's October, so it's not super crazy hot out there.
It's not going to be super hot. It actually might
It's going to be
kinda
cold. Yeah, it'd probably be cold.
Yeah. October 6, 7, and 8.
Look at that you know what sucks, dude? I'm not even in town. We're on tour during that period of time. That's a
Cool
bummer.
poster.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you gonna
I
be?
saw that. Europe.
It's World Traveler.
Be gone for a while on that one.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go spend $599 and I'll tell you how it is.
You got to see. I was talking to somebody yesterday. Not yesterday. Maybe it was a couple days ago. He was talking to me, and we were talking about the Hollywood Bowl, and he was telling me how he had an opportunity to go to that last Tom Petty show and didn't go. I'm like, oh, Ryan Harris did.
I was there.
You saw Tom Petty's last show ever.
Saw his last show ever. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Glad
pretty
that
wild when you think about it.
It was like a. it
Didn't
was
you
a
almost
last-minute
not
thing.
go? Didn't you almost not
Well,
go?
me, Sonny, shout out Sundog, and I don't know, I went, but me, Sonny, and our friend Carl were gonna go, and we were like texting throughout the day, like just coordinating things, and then Sonny was like last minute, like, yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh, doesn't he regret that now? He must regret that now.
We'll have to ask him. I don't know. I would. And so Carl and I went, and we couldn't get tickets. I'm like on all the ticket websites trying to get tickets, and finally either him or I were like, do you want to just go and try to find tickets there? So we went, and we're walking up, and found a guy that had 2 tickets, and he's like, I have somebody that's like offered me money for these, but if you can get back here, or if you can offer, like, we had to go to the ATM to get money, and we made it before the other person. So like we got those 2 tickets. It was sold out. So I think the reason we couldn't get them online was because it was sold out. We got lucky, found 2 tickets, and went in.
How much were they?
Maybe like $150
each,
somewhere around there. Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight, at the time, be like, man, do I want to spend $150? But I'm glad you did now. You're probably glad now.
Glad I did. I remember the day of.
If somebody would have said, hey, man, $500 for this ticket, but Tom Petty's last show ever, would you have bought it?
Oh, dude, could you imagine the prices of tickets if you knew it was going to be his last show, especially at the Hollywood Bowl, which is one of the raddest places to see.
Is it true that he died of a fentanyl overdose? Somebody tried telling me that the other day, and I don't know if I was buying it.
I don't think fentanyl was around then. He died in like 2016, wasn't it? Wasn't it 16?
I mean, fentanyl was around. I mean, fentanyl didn't just come out of fucking nowhere.
Well, he was on painkillers. That he was doing that tour, and he was
you were the one who told me this because I shared this story. I think were you the one who told me he did it? Right. He needed to have a hip replacement, and he didn't have it yet because he didn't want to put his crew out of work. So he was just taking the pain meds to fucking get through that tour, so people still got their paychecks.
That's what I heard.
Do you think that's real though? I mean, not to shit on his legacy, because I'd never do that. You can't shit on Tom Petty's legacy. But do you think, people are just being nice? I mean, was the guy just a fucking drug addict and nobody talked about it and it was an accident? I mean, it is Tom Petty. If you go back and watch Tom Petty live at fucking Live Aid, it's fucking classic. He looks so high on coke that he's out of his mind. And it's daytime.
Really?
So he's like fucking so coked out. It's like insane. Yeah, I think you could even see the coke around his nose, maybe. Maybe see the coke
It's got the boogers. It's got the coke bugs.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is, dude, what was it? Live Aid, the original Live Aid was 1985. It was like the hardcore fucking coke days. They didn't know that coke was going to be fucking the devil. It was still like, yeah. Or it was, at least it was still kind of like that. It was sometime in the 80s where they figured out how bad coke was. People back in the day, in the late 70s and stuff, coke was so accepted, people carried vials around on necklaces around their neck, and everybody did the coke. It was like a thing.
Did the coke. Not to change your drug topic, but I remember you were talking about how much we paid for tickets, and I just remember the day of thinking well, that was more than I was expecting to pay. I didn't get a T-shirt or something because that just would have been I don't know. I guess that was my compromise. I just won't get a T-shirt. Now I look back, it's I should have got a shirt.
Why though? I mean, does it matter? What's the shirt going to tell you?
Because after he died, his merch skyrocketed in price, which is kind of messed up.
Not really. It's now a collector's item. If I died tomorrow, this shirt I'm wearing right here, this Mercury Riots, if the Mercury Riots ever go on to do anything, this shirt right here would be worth a lot of money.
It's already worth a lot of money, Chuck.
Yeah, it's because my nipples are touching it.
It's because I got milk duds on it. This shirt comes with milk duds.
Hey, did you see some of those videos? Didn't I send you a great Yo Dummy video on Instagram last night?
Well, that would be on you, my friend. Did you?
I did. Did you look at your Instagram mail today? Can you do it while we're here? Because there's a good Yo Dummy on there, I think.
I didn't check, but I can check now. What, a video?
Yeah, I went to bed at around 7 a.m. today, and I think I sent you a video before I went to bed.
Hang on, I'll go to it.
What time did I send that to you?
Bro. No. Okay. You didn't send me a video. You sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
oh, dude,
7
the best
videos.
one's the second to last one. Look at the second to last one. You'll love that one the best.
No.
Go to this.
Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
All right.
Hey, this was your topic. We're doing it my way. I want to watch all of these because you sent me at 10:37 a.m. So you didn't go to bed at 8 a.m. You went to bed at 10:37 a.m. today. You sent me these.
I was still awake.
Bro.
I was still awake.
And
They're probably, I hope it was funny at the time I saw them.
So at the time that you sent these to me, you knew that you had to do something in 3 hours, and you still went to bed.
I had my alarm set for 1:30.
Not getting back into it. No, I want to watch these videos that you sent me.
Yeah. Yes.
Whoops, that just like hearted it. How do I play it?
Yeah.
So this one, slap fighting.
Slap fight. That chick knocked her out in one slap. Look at this.
So now you're all into slap fighting. Oh, jeez.
I know I'm not. I stumbled upon that. That was a stumble. That was.
You're all into slap. You're all into slap fighting now. All right. So that was one. Then you sent me this one. When she said she don't need a man for nothing. Huh? You're not going to get all sexist on me now, are you, Johnny?
Look at that. That's funny.
Oh!
That was the one that was saying to you.
What is she lift? She's lifting furniture and then it lands on the dolly and smacks her in the head.
Yeah, because what happened was she didn't move the dolly out of the way.
Yeah, so it jacked it up. But oh, dude. I kind of feel bad for her. That's not a yo dummy. I feel bad for her. That's not her. I mean, for sure move the dolly. All right, so then this one says 11 years ago, one of the most iconic quotes in sports. One of the most iconic quotes. Look at this guy bowling with sunglasses on.
To claim it, a strike to claim it, and he got it!
Okay, got a strike.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Look
That
at
might
him,
be
he's
the biggest
man.
douche. That might be the biggest douche I've ever seen in my life.
Claim it, a strike to claim it, and he got it!
I mean, for sure, be excited that you did something cool. but-
Listen.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are?
This one's my. Okay,
I take that back. That
guy.
guy's not a douchebag. That guy's rad. I called him a
He's the
douche because he
man.
looked like a douche in his
Who do you
sunglasses, but he's
think you
kind of rad.
are? I am. I don't get it. What
Oh,
the
this
fuck
one-
does that mean?
I don't even have to watch this one to know it's going to end badly.
But let's watch it anyways.
Yeah. So there's a guy standing on a. Oh, and that's him afterwards. So he got all. Yeah. Well, of course.
Man, it's amazing.
Of course,
he didn't
because of
break
course
his
it's going to
ribs.
happen. Of course it's going to. He may have. His whole chest was red.
That
Did you see
thing,
his
that was
chest?
brutal. Yeah, that was brutal. I don't like
Oh,
it.
dude.
Go up. No, you go up. Go up. You're missing one. This one's my favorite. This one's my fucking favorite. I love this one. This one cracks me up. I might have sent it to you months ago when I saw it before. Hit play.
Ma'am, that is
Dog
not
sleeping on another
ladylike.
dog's balls.
Oh,
It's not. Come on. It's not ladylike.
ma'am, that is not ladylike. Oh,
Using his balls as a pillow.
It's amazing. He's sleeping so contently.
Ball pillow.
That's not ladylike. Yeah, can we just watch what that kid's one was real quick? Because I don't remember.
And then the last one you sent, the things. What's it say? The things that movies could get away with in the 70s. Is that Airplane? That's Airplane.
That's
huh?
Airplane. It's the movie Airplane.
I saw the movie.
Cream? No, thank you. I take it black. Like my man.
Oh, geez.
How old are these kids?
Cream?
Yeah, they're like.
No, thank you. I take
10?
it black. Like my man.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, no, you couldn't say that
Yeah,
today.
right,
That's
but-
gonna we're gonna get our podcast.
Do you remember the other scenes when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like in the cockpit. He's like, hey, Jimmy, ever seen a grown man naked? You know, like, I mean, shit in the 70s was crazy. Or that lady who's freaking
funny.
out.
I haven't seen it in a long
and they're
time
like,
now.
snap out of it, snap out of it. And dudes are just coming up and they're like, clack.
Dude, they did so much stuff in the 70s that you couldn't do today in movies.
Dude,
movies, TV.
Oof. We've talked about this before. Saturday Night Fever is uncomfortable to watch. It is the most chauvinistic fucking movie ever, bro.
Well, I mean,
crazy.
that was like that reminds me of that thing right there. No, I'm not gonna go there. Whatever, it's boring.
Go there. What? No.
Like, okay, well, like I was listening to Brooke Shields has like a new documentary out on Hulu right now, and I thought it was boring. Guess it's not. I guess it kind of relates. Whatever. Ryan second guessing himself in his head. Whatever. But she was like, dude, did that movie. They were stranded on the desert island. Her and that guy were stranded on the desert island.
And Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon.
She was she was a young teenager.
She was 14.
Yeah, and she was like having sex in that movie and shit.
Yeah, she was 4. I mean, I think it's just a different climate today, man. But
You know the most fucked up thing? I remember being on tour with Warner Drive, and I forget who told us. Somebody in the band was like, we can't take a piss on the side of the road in Arizona because God forbid a cop pulled up and we were taking a piss on the side of the road. You would have to sign up as a sex offender for taking a piss on the side of the road. That's fucked up. That's just like straight up fucked
exposure.
up.
That's indecent exposure, brother.
But there's nothing sexual about it. You're taking a piss. There's no kids around here. What are you talking about? A sexual offender. Yeah. I'll offend your sexual conduct.
I'll offend your sexuals. What does that even mean, Johnny?
I don't know. How's your week, dude? I mean, we don't talk much these days. What's going on in your life? What's happening? Anything new?
Whose fault is that?
For some reason, our talking in circles last week seemed to work for us. So, now that this week we've talked absolute nonsense, I talked about my lateness again. My butthole was in pain, and my great diet of Whoppers, M&Ms, and Reese's Pieces. With that being said, we better get an endorsement. Well, no, I want an endorsement. I think all three of those are made by the same fucking company. I've said the name 3 times. I want a box of fucking candy at my door. So whoever makes
I want
them,
a Progresso endorsement.
Yeah,
Progressive
dude.
soup endorsement.
You remember
that
Jeff?
Would be better than candy. That's better than candy.
I mean, Jeff's moved away. I miss Jeff. But I used to go over to Jeff's house, and he always had a stock supply of Progresso beef barley soup at his house. I don't know why the dude always had like mass cans of beef barley.
Let me guess, you ate it?
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Did you ever pay him back? Did you ever buy him? Did you ever replace the cans of soup that you thieved?
No, but I think he paid me back when he fired me from the Bad Romantics.
We'll leave that in. Touche. If you know, you know. IYKYK.
Oh, it's funny.
All right,
shit.
stop laughing weird and wrap this shit up.
That was funny. All right. Thanks for joining us on episode 75. Wow. Wow backwards as well. Well, okay. I'll say thank you for joining us on episode 75. Wow backwards is wow. Fuck that. 75, bro. Shit, man. Shit. Now they have a real reason to like, subscribe, and report as usual.
Oh, now they have a reason to report.
Let's hope we get a little bit of traction on that one. I said the F-bomb.
Yeah.
F-bombs get traction.
You used to be good at wrapping up podcasts. Now you're terrible at it. So how about we'll just leave it at see you next time.
How about, no, so that's better. That's how you wrap it up. All right. Okay, listen. You should always wrap it up. That's A. Thanks for listening, kids. But B, please like, subscribe, and report, and come back and see us again, as we enjoyed having you here on the Whatever Buddy podcast. Is that better, Ryan?
Gosh. Much. Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks, pal.
Bye. Later.
The compromiser.
Yeah. The compromise.